Okay, now we're going to do number E12. This is chapter 2, page 36, E12. The problem is starting from rest, a car accelerates at a rate of 6.7 meters per second for a time of 4 seconds. So, just for 4 seconds, it's accelerating at 6.7 meters per second. What is its velocity at the end of this time? And then it has a good hint there, see example box 2.4a for a good example. So let's set up this problem. It's always good to set up your problem, write it down neatly. You actually save time. There's some people just like to go through it quickly, but you make mistakes, then you end up spending more time than if you just set it up. So what we know, it said it started from rest, so that's your V0, right? V at the beginning is just a 0. So we don't have to worry about V0. They tell you what the acceleration is. Acceleration is equal to 6.7 meters per second squared. Your time that it accelerated from rest is 4 seconds. Notice always put units after numbers. And it's asking you what is the velocity at the end of that 4 seconds. So that's what you're looking for. Well, we know from reading the book and looking at the previous video, we can use V0. This is just if there was any velocity that the car was already traveling at. There's not in this case, but we can still do that. Then your acceleration times the time that you accelerated. It makes sense. Notice that you want velocity. Acceleration is in meters per second squared. If you multiply it by a time, this second will cancel out with this second up here will cancel out with one of these seconds, and then your units will work out. So let's fill this in. So we had 0 plus 6.7 meters per second squared times 4 seconds, right? Put parentheses here, parentheses, that's multiplication when you have parentheses next to parentheses. Now look at this, units, so this second cancels out, it's seconds squared, it cancels out with the square, now it's just seconds. So you have 6.7 meters per, you have 6.7 times 4 meters per second. And that equals 26.8. The only units left are meters per second, which are the units of velocity. And that's E12. Okay.